So for a while, we spoke about the deception that is in the whole gospel musician, whole genre of people talking about positives and what, but their theology is completely dead. Now, on this particular episode, we're going to be dealing with a topic that I was going to film yesterday, and it's on Khumalo. Y'all remember Kaylee has a show that's coming up, and that particular show, it's a gospel themed show. It's a whole nine jazz that's going on over there. Oh no, wait, not that one. That's the woman one. I think she got kicked out of. The one that I'm talking about is this one right here, the Gospel Explosion. This particular event that she's planning very soon, and stuff like that. Now, bear in mind, it says gospel thingy, okay? And so it's quite an interesting one if you think of it, but we're going to get into that right now. It's the Reality Show, the daily Christian commentary videos. If it's the first time over here, do check out the other videos that are down in the pinned comments. Other videos down on this channel, definitely worth your time. Now, as I've stated, there's a deception that's been running. Now, I need to show the deception is around who does Khumalo worship. She's doing an event, and the detective has to come down here and drop the bombs on people because people are out there being weird and just endorsing anything that's anything. So the detective has to go in, look into this entire matter, and come here and present the evidence of what I am seeing, which doesn't look anything close to Christianity. If she says God, like for example, very recently, if you actually look up over there, on her page, on her Instagram page, very recently, she did this video where she's supposedly thanking her fans for really waiting up on her and being really patient with everybody that's been over her neck and stuff like that. And so, that being said, who does Khumalo worship? Whom has she shown us? What is this God that she's worshiping? She's one day busy with Ubungoma. The other day she's busy with saying God this. He saved us or whatever. She has an entire album she has a concert where she's going to be performing gospel supposedly. Now, detective, what's going on? So over here, I need us to go back into this page right here, right? This is an Instagram page right now. And you can see as you scroll down, the post that I was just talking about where she's making an apparent thank you video to her fans who have supposedly been very much faithful. And so was that particular video right there. And so who does Khumalo worship? And I think we'll be able to find that out on her page. So put me up in there. Let's scroll over here. Let's look at the God that Khumalo worships. The one that Christians are going to be going to this, where is it? There it is. Gospel Explosion, entire jazz that she's going to be doing. And supposedly, are you guys going to be worshiping God, as you might term it? Is it indeed a gospel explosion? I wonder. I'll always got questions if I say so myself. Now, if we leave this page and scroll, there are pictures that are around there, particularly this picture that she has over here, right? I'm going to scroll down so we can find a better rendered picture right here. And if you're looking at this picture, she has a hand out wearing an alien outfit, a handout, kind of like ice water kind of a feel. Ne? Keep that in mind. It'll be very important. And so ice water, her caption is morning. Are we still voting for the out of space whole jazz Afro what out of space? So I think even in July, in Durban July, that was the theme. Something's going on here. And right here, I believe this is where, for me, the detective had his answers, if you ask me. Because the deception was starting to lose its fade now. It was becoming clear something is going on. There is a deity or a being that's being worshipped here. And I could kind of see it in the colors. Where is that? It's right over here. 1, 2, 1, 2, and 3. These 3 pictures tell you what God Kelly worships, what God she gives reverence, what God she honors. If you even went back, like if you were like just curious over here, let's tune that camera lighting down so it can be a little bit more clearer, right? And you scroll, you scroll, the normal celebrities, right? You're just seeing a normal celebrity profile at this point until you get to that point where you think about the tattoo that she has right there on her neck. Where is that? Right there, right there. Let me get out of the way. So that God, we're going to come back to that God because that God is quite interesting. The tattoo that she has on her neck right here, it's a big hint. It's a big hint to what does Khumalo. Does she believe? And even if you actually went and looked up her albums always have to do with some God or something along those lines, basically. She always has that type of a theme. I'm looking for that particular picture so you can have a well-rendered version of it. So these pictures right here gave it to me. If I had questions, once I saw these pictures, I was cleared. What does Miguel worship? Let's go back there. Right. Let's start with the first one. The picture on the bottom right there. Right there. And off the bat, already the caption tells you everything you need to know. Diwali prayer. So she's wearing an Indian outfit. She is saying she is in a Diwali prayer mood, basically. Oh, okay. This is what Christians think is going to be Christian. Interesting. What is Diwali prayer? You go up online and you look it up. It's a Hinduism thing. It's Hinduism and them things over there. You can see, guide us towards the light. So basically this is the Diwali prayer. Guide us towards the light in a world where plenty is possible. Is the God of prosperity, basically. Yeah. She's worshiping some God of prosperity stuff. Okay? The caption goes on further. It says, let us end hunger, thirst, and homelessness. Okay? Now, this is where, remember, you're getting the feel of what does Kelly believe or worship. And in the first hint of what you're seeing, there is this Diwali prayer, which is a Hinduism God. The God of plenty, the God of supply, God of supply chain. These are very commercial gods. You understand? Put me back up in there, right? And so that's the Diwali prayer right there. There you can have it there. And it tells you who it's in reference to right there. Now, if I put this up here, right there, it says this particular goddess that's in question, okay? The Lakshmi Jari is performed in the evening to invite the goddess Lakshmi at home, okay? That's the god she worships at home. Yeah, y'all give the detective a break, man. I'll give the detective a break. There's a different God when she's at home. You mandems are over there. This is the God that is invited in the home. People pray and wish for peace, wealth, prosperity in their and their family members' lives. That's the God, that's the prayer she is referencing in her Instagram post 40 weeks ago, before this entire gospel whatnots. That's the God Kelly worships. Now, should we go any more further than that and actually kind of like just really establish the whole plane, right? Let's go back and establish the whole plane for people who are, kind of here and there. They see it, but they're too busy with other things. Let's go back there. And the reason why I want us to go back there is because there's something that I want you to note. The goddess is mentioned, right? The goddess that this prayer for wishing prosperity at home. Lashmi, right? So we go over and look at this goddess, or whatever you may call it. So it says, Mother Goddess. It's a mother goddess, the goddess of prosperity and fortune, wealth, power, love, abundance. Y'all remember when she was doing that show where she was performing and saying, prosperity is yours, love is yours, wealth is yours. This year, you remember that video? And I said, this is the prosperity that she's preaching. She's preaching prosperity from the position of Bungoma and whatnot. Now you see why prosperity gospel can deceive people to think it's about the God of the Bible. There is a goddess in Hinduism or wherever this is. Is it Hinduism? Leads a noble, a principal goddess. Yeah, in Hinduism, she is the goddess of wealth, fortune, and beauty. That's beauty for you. And prosperity, and associated with Maya illusion amongst blah 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 blah. And Hinduism, God within the goddess oriented me is versed with wealth and blah blah blah. The mother of God, goddess of wealth and whatnot. That's the supreme. Notice this part here. The supreme goddess. It tells you the member of the families or whatnot and what this goddess is all about. The goddess that's been worshipped here, the goddess of Mammon, the goddess of wealth and prosperity. When people are over there and they hear her say all these positive statements and stuff like that, she just told you what goddess she is all about. The goddess receives Diwali prayer, requires Diwali prayer. This was, when was this? According to the bottom there, it is in October 2022. Right. That's the goddess that receives these prayers. It's Lashmi. It's the goddess, mother goddess of prosperity and wealth. Now, if you go back into those images of her album, you'll remember there was a lot of this goddess figure that I was talking about on her image. And it was a water goddess. Some mamulapo figure type of thing going on over there. Okay? There was that whole jazz that you saw there. But that tattoo that I never explained, right? Remember, that tattoo that I never explained, that tattoo that's on her neck, let's find a picture where it's well portrayed, right? Right there. You can see it looks like an 8. But let's find a better picture than that, right? Isn't it a wonder that in the early days she was even portraying herself as an angel in some form? Anyways, It's not the point. And so here is this one is playing a video and stuff. But this picture does. Easy does it. And so you can see it right at the bottom there. It's like an 8. It's like an 8. This symbol right here, it's this right here. Right? That's the symbol. What is it? Urobros, whatever. A cosmic symbol. Urobros. Urobros. I've read this. I know how to say it properly. Why am I stuttering now? Yeah. So basically, is described is the Egyptian this particular symbol, this one here, is described in the Book of the Dead. Okay, the Ouroboros is connected to the creator god, Atum. That's the goddess that's the god that's associated with this. Described as a being in the form of a water serpent. In the form of what? Water, this bluish thing that you are seeing. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. So so it's described. It's literally a tattoo on her neck. It's described as a form. It's described in the form of a water serpent from Egypt. The Ouroboros or whatever found its path in ancient Phoenician and ancient Greece, where it is believed the symbol received the name as it's known today. It's a Phoenician god. She worships the god of Lashmi, the god of wealth. She literally has embedded the symbol of a Greek ancient god, the god of creation, some. Yeah, and yeah, you are thinking she's worshipping the god the creator, and she says God the creator in her music, and you're like, oh yeah, God the creator, there's only one. Who's that one? He's the one in the heavens. No, there is another one. She literally has the tattoo on her neck. Strict reality show, the daily Christian commentary videos. Let the detective take a rest. Let the detective take a rest, because that's a lot. We had to really break it down. You can see it. You see how she's portrayed herself as a water goddess or whatever in that form there in the cover of the new, from God to King, from God to King. And then the symbol on her neck, it's a symbol of a supposed goddess of creation in Greek mythology. She has it on her neck. So what god is she talking about? That one she was praying for, the goddess Lashmi, for wealth and the god of wealth and whatnot. So what god is she talking about in general, therefore? Now I'll leave that one for you. For me, my duty was to question. I have my answers. Personally, for me, I have my answers. I don't know about you.